Hi, I'm Ben. Now, this tip is about my swivel vise. I've got a few emails or were wanting me to go into detail on my little machine swivel vise that I made. So I will go into detail about it. Now this is it. I was just finishing a job on it. This is the final cut for this cut is just about 5 thou, but I was just finishing this little job on it. Now this is the job I was finishing this for. These tools that I was showing, that I have these tips that I'm making the holder. This is another old tool that I had, and I have to cut this end off. I mill this end down for these little tips, and I can use the holder for both tips. Now I have 3 boxes of these tips. As I say, I got them all given to me, and they're a nice little tip. Rather than let them go to waste, make use of this holder. Now I will clean my vise down and go into detail on it. Whoops. I like cleaning my tools, my machines down after usage. It keeps them ready for the next job. Now this is the vise in question. For locking purposes, there we are. These little two little screws. There we are, and not a movement. Look at that, it's a solid. I have this, what, 2-3 years, easily 3 years. Used it quite a bit, and still. Now I have 2 nuts. One's a lock nut, and this one keeps it tight. Not a movement. This was in the piece that I milled down. It was a bit of flat plate, I milled it all down. This was in it also, this hole. This has got nothing to do with the vise. It was a bit of material I had handy at the time, and it has worked well. Two locking screws to keep my vise tight. For swivel's sake, there we are. That's it locked. I use these little Allen screws, for they will not get on the road of any material that you're working with. It's a nice sturdy little vise. Grease nipple, it keeps it greased. A pin keeps it right, nice and tight. It is very, very handy for the mill. Very handy tool. This is a recess up into the hole I have. This is the screw that I have for. As you see, the vise turns, it doesn't. It's now the size of the plate, 6.5 by 6, and my recess is inch and 1/8 in depth. The piece I used is 2.25. By 3/8. And inch and 3/8. The turntable is 5/8 by 5 inches. Any more dimensions that I haven't mentioned? I don't think it. I have 2 screws for locking. The 2 bolts in the vise keeps it steady. The locking nut keeps this one tight at its right. And if I have showed the work that it can do. I have done different jobs on this mill and on the 3-in-1 mill. Handy little tool. But that is not all. I'm hoping to turn this beauty into a swivel vise. Now this is going to take a lot more work on a lot heavier materials, and I have the anvil plate on it. Now this was the vise I got given to me. It's a 5-inch with a, I think, 5.5-inch opening. 6-inch, but I have made a start. I have made the base plate. Now this base plate is 8 inches by 1 inch. I have to get a piece turned down 5 inches for to go in here and make the necessaries for turning. It's going to be a lot heavier stuff. There's a fair weight in that other little vise, but there's a lot more weight in this one. The length is 12 inches. It's a heavy vise and a sturdy vise. I want to turn it into a swivel. The swivel vices are so damned expensive. So make our own. I got this vise given to me. Never used. Brand new vase. Look at that. Free as a bird. I will make the tips on making it. I have a tip on turning this down. Now that is my little small swivel vise. I hope it has been of some benefit to you. I think there was 3 inquiries about it, and that is the measurements or whatever, and I will make tips on making my big swivel vise. And I want to thank you all for your comments, your views into my last tips. And this is Ben. Thank you for watching. I hope it has been of some interest. Thank you.